Hey guys, it's the Reaper Hunter. So, TennoCon was pretty much obviously a roaring success, and I am actually hyped for Venus Open World. Like, the sacrifice was cool and everything, but we're seeing an actual advancement in gameplay finally. And I can kind of tell already DE took a couple notes from the Plains of Eidolon. The good notes. So, for the sake of my editing and for the video, I'm going to basically just be covering everything that happened in the trailer as it happened. Consider it a read-along throughout the trailer. Not really, but you get the idea. So let's start this off with that Chain Gang music number. I can assume this musical cinematic is probably what we're going to be welcomed to when we first enter Venus Open World, aka Fortuna. It's going to be like the opening cinematic when we first went to see this, so that'll be pretty cool. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the music number for this. Something I gotta say is that the music really captured the atmosphere of this whole situation of the place. From what I gathered, the residents of Fortuna are essentially stuck there paying off their gigantic debt to Nefanio. Which, if we know anything about Nefanio, that debt is something that their great-great-great-great-grandchildren will be paying off. While you hear the song, you get a sense of unity holding the thin strands of hope of the residents together while they work through the day. Right off the bat, you know that you're welcomed, but at the same time you know that you both are living on very different views of life. It's a really strong music piece that I really hope they actually explore more on in future updates. Overall, hats off to Keith Powers for once again making another amazing music piece. After that, we get a nice quick general look at Fortuna itself. I think it's a pretty good representation of what a Corpus settlement would look like. It makes sense that it has way higher technology versus Cetus, and it even looks pretty nice for a semi-prison settlement place thing. After all, even the poorest of Corpus can basically buy your house. Like, that's how they work. I like how it makes sense that the flooding is happening everywhere because they live under a frozen tundra. That's kind of a nice lore element they have in there, world building element. Right off the bat, I have to say that this place looks a lot more interesting than Cetus. It's kind of a whole new Corpus atmosphere we haven't really explored yet. I'm really curious to see what the story behind the residents getting augmented parts is. Now, augmented arms, legs, and even entire torsos aren't nothing new. I mean, heck, Vayhek is literally just a face glued to a robot. But these guys replaced their entire heads. Like, if you're gonna go so far as to download your entire brain into a CCTV camera, might as well get the rest of the thing done and become a full android. So I can't wait to see what the story behind that is. Zaw pistols have been confirmed, except now they're called kits. They didn't really demonstrate anything about them, so that's really all we know, just that they're going to be secondaries. But, hey, I'm looking forward to that. Pet moas have been confirmed, and you can put a top hat and bow tie on them. That is all. We get a general idea of how fishing and now hunting will work. Just like Cetus, you'll be buying tools and traps and such with standing. So get ready for that kind of farm. After that, we meet our new Kanzu of the place. Yutiko will be our new bounty distributor and standing provider. She's loyal to Nefanio in public, but she's secretly a resistance leader, if you will. Not too much light was thrown on her, but I can pretty much assume that she's going to be exactly like Kanzu. Just basically providing exposition to bounties and giving the usual banter here and there. So after we go up an elevator, which I assume is what's going to be the new loading screen in secret. Can't wait to get stuck in that again. We get our first official glimpse into Venus Open World. I gotta say, for something that isn't finished yet, it looks really damn good. The sun doesn't try to fry your eyes and the color balance is on point. Blues and whites fit the theme while being able to keep the shading able to differentiate different objects. Something that really gripped me immediately was the background music. The background music was so upbeat and energetic.
This is called the
Like, it really makes you just want to get out there, rack your gun, and just go. So that's a big upgrade from Cetus / the Plains of Eidolon. After some gameplay, we get a nice quality of life change from the Plains of Eidolon. We are now able to accept bounties from the actual plains instead of having to go back and forth from Cetus / Fortuna. This simple addition is going to save a lot of time for every player that does this. and I welcome it with open arms. Speaking of saving time, we got freaking hoverboards. How? Why? No, who cares why? This is awesome. Goodbye, janky, annoying, expensive Arcwing launchers. Hello, seemingly infinite hoverboard rides. Seriously, one of the biggest factors why I stopped even going to the Plains of Eidolon was that I just got so tired of having to constantly remake Arcwing launchers. It got old, it got expensive, I got tired of farming Iridite. If this hoverboard is infinite like I think it is, then that's just going to be such an improvement. I understand we need to make the players play the game, but don't make it miserable, such a miserable process. So I am welcoming this new hoverboard system with open arms, especially because they're reusable. There's actually a part where he gets knocked down and he just jumps right back on it. It's there waiting for you. It's not a one-time use item, and that is a huge improvement. Now, it might not be as fast as Arcwing, which could prove a problem because this place will be 3 times as big as Plains of Eidolon. But honestly, I'll take the smooth riding infinite riding source that can do tricks over an Arcwing that takes 76 miles to stop and gets shot down by a pebble thrown at it. We get a neat little demonstration of how the hunting mechanic will work. Now, it looked pretty cool, but I'm getting a fishing 2.0 vibe here. As in, it's going to be cute and fun for the first maybe 30 times you do it. Then you're going to realize you have to get some kind of rare resource off of it, and now it's going to become a tedious grind fest. It's too early to say, but I'm just kind of keeping my guard up with that. We're teased with the giant spider that, as he puts it, we need to figure out ourselves what to do against. And we get a nice little title shot of the whole new open world. And that was our glimpse into the upcoming content for the expansion of Warframe. Oh yeah, and then this happened.
Special!